4:05. I will not wait for losing precious time, because I intend to close by 5 o'clock, because that is the essence of our knowledge bite session. 1 hour quick tech update. So this month we are bringing you a very interesting topic called deepfake and misinformation. So a lot of buzz is going on around in media, internet. You must have come across about deepfake, and this topic has been suggested by all the mentors and mentees itself in our forum itself. So last we conducted on blockchain, and again, fulfilling our promise from MTIs and HRLND, and we are bringing you a session on deepfake. So at the outset, let me invite Sri Atanu Mukherjee sir, who is GM in charge academics, CHRD and IT, and head of academics at MTI, to kindly welcome our esteemed faculty from Cyber Peace Organization and senior mentees and young mentors from across SAIL for the 16th episode of our Knowledge Bite session. Atanu sir, for your welcome address, please.
Thank you, Chandranath ji, and good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to the Knowledge Bite session. First of all, I like to welcome our expert faculty, especially in the area of deepfake and misinformation, Mr. Parasar Sikdar. Really, we are kind enough. I mean, he is really kind enough to spare his valuable time, and also he is going to share the knowledge and information regarding the deepfake and misinformation. And also, I like to welcome all the senior executives, CGMs, and EDs who are connected today over online, and also the young mentor in the reverse mentoring process. I also welcome all the young mentor in this reverse mentoring session. In this online knowledge bite session. So as already you are aware that the knowledge bite session basically we are conducting and very religiously we are conducting in every month. And in the basic purpose of this knowledge bite session is that we are basically trying to create some interest in some of the emerging technology, so that once the interest is created, that particular topic can be one of the topic of discussion during the reverse mentoring process. So the mentor can take this topic forward while interacting with the mentee who are at the senior level. So that is the basic objective and the purpose of conducting this online knowledge bite session. And today, as Chandranath has rightly mentioned, that today our topic is deepfake and misinformation. And very interestingly, this topic MTI has not selected. It is selected by you people. So that I'm sure that you have a lot of interest to know in detail about the deepfake and misinformation. And just for the information of the house, just I like to brief that these knowledge bite session we conduct the first Saturday of every month, very religiously. Even we are having a TAB and ABP workshop is in place. I mean, from tomorrow, the participants is about to come. Then also we are conducting this knowledge bite session. And earlier we have conducted knowledge bite session on chat GPT, social media, cyber hygiene, IoT, S4 HANA, 3D digital twin, cloud computing, GM, email, gov.in, future scale prime, extended reality, health and fitness app, digital arrest, and human capital management technology. And this time we'll be sharing the information and knowledge regarding the deepfake and misinformation. So with this, once again, I welcome all of you in this today's knowledge bite session. Thank you and wish you best of learning. Over to Janath.
Thank you indeed, sir, for your continued support in this wonderful initiative. Without wasting further time, while I make you presenter, Parasar sir, I'll introduce you as well. Take this opportunity. So first of all, let me make you a presenter so that you can go ahead with sharing your contents. Mr. Parasar Sikdar is from Cyber Peace Foundation, an organization which is doing great work in terms of cyber security. Mr. Parasar, who is the subject matter expert with us today, has specialization in threat intelligence and data analysis, open source intelligence, DNS test bed, and DNSSEC implementation. Sir started his career as a cybersecurity researcher, and in 2017 he was nominated as a grand finalist of Global Cyber Challenge (GCC) OT Capture, conducted by Ministry of Electronics and IT, National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center, MyGov, Cyber Peace Foundation, and Policy Perspective Foundation. And he is not only researcher, but he has been enthusiast, and he has been active member of the teams who have busted many financial frauds, phishing scams, which have been going on in the name of government of India and others reputed organizations through internet. He To name some of the such busting, he has busted the threat advisory reports on Pradhan Mantri Yojana loan scam. So most of us have been receiving SMS and emails and WhatsApp regarding Pradhan Mantri Yojana loan, and we click on that, and we send it similar messages to others, compromising our own details. He also busted some phishing campaign replicating State Bank of India, income tax e-filing websites, free funds in the name of Honorable President of India, and many others in public domain. He has successfully organized and contributed to the challenge development of Global Cyber Peace Challenge, which is a globally recognized cyber peace hackathon with his veteran technical knowledge. So more of a experienced, hands-on, and practical knowledge for today's well-placed topic that we are going to discuss. So on that note, I must thank Cyber Peace Foundation and Mr. Parasar as well, who have been really kind and prompt in accepting our request to add value through this knowledge bite session. So with that, I would request Mr. Parasar to kindly take forward the session.
Good evening all. Good evening, Mukherjee sir and Chandra sir and other prestigious people present here, and all already good evening to all of you, the participants. So it's, and first of all, thank you for having me here, and it is my honor to be here to discuss about the current trend, current topic, that is the misinformation and deepfake. So basically, let me just share my screen, and let's discuss about this topic. So I am not here, I'm not an expert, or not an kind of thing who will be delivering a session. Rather, I would say I can share some of the few insights which I have grabbed throughout my journey and throughout this things. We already have at Cyberpeace, we already have a dedicated team for the fact checking. So whenever we receive a particular misinformation or any kind of information on social media, or social media throughout the social media platform, we try to deep dive into the case and try to find out is if there is any irrelevant things which is being circulated on the cyberspace, so that we can debunk the information and basically publish the threat advisory or kind of advisory on social media for the netizens. So just let me share my screen so that we can discuss how to do that and how it is like affecting the society. Is my screen visible?
Yes, your
Yes, yes.
presentation is visible.
Yeah. Is it coming on full display?
No, it's not in full display.
Okay, just a minute.
So you will have to first go back and do full screen and then share your presentation. Right. So it's great to see that close to 50 participants have found time to join today's session. It's really encouraging. Uh, yes, now it's coming in full screen.
Okay. Okay. So let's first of all let's start with a basic question. How many of you? I know it's a very basic, silly question because you all have joined through this virtual call. That means you use internet little bit on on daily basis. So if I start with the basic question, like how many of you use internet today? So everybody will say yes. So we will say that yes, we use internet on daily day-to-day basis, daily basis. We use internet, whether it is scrolling the social media, whether it is doing our day-to-day basis job, official job, so on and so forth. So now this is, let's check out some relevant stats first. Okay, so this is the global internet and social media users in 2023. So this is the global statistics. So if you can just see on the display, so there are as of like 2023, the year 2023, the number of users, internet users was 5.18 billion, and the social media users among that, social media users are were 4.8 billion. So now just imagine how the number of social media and internet users are day to day basis, on day to day basis, it is the number of users are increasing. So this is the topmost used social media platform, Indian social media platform that basically Indians may mostly spend time on. So this again, it's a 2023 statistics. So Facebook is the topmost used social media platform as of now. Then comes the Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, so on and so forth. So now, as we use in social media and any other platform, and we explore the internet on daily basis, so it is not mandatory that always we will be receiving the true information on social media. So this is quite fact. So on daily basis it may be possible whatever information we receive since morning to that time till the time we go to bed. So this in this time period, most of the information that may be received at our end, most of them are maybe irrelevant, or without having proper legitimacy, so on and so forth. So this raises the concept of misinformation and the fake news. So not all the information which is received at our end is true or unbiased. So this actually raises the concept of misinformation. So now, what is fake news or the misinformation? So fake news refers to the false or misleading information that appears as real news. It aims to deceive or mislead people. So for an example, you wake up in the morning and you receive a WhatsApp message or WhatsApp forward that pretends that in Rachi there is a communal disharmony happened yesterday. But without having proper authentication, if you send or forward that same message to your family friends, or share the same message to with your family friends or your friend circle, that would be called that as misinformation. So because that news might do not have any legitimacy in the back end, so no one has actually verified the authenticity of the news. That is how misinformation gets spread on social media. So anyone can nowadays, social media is in everyone's hand, and the internet is in everyone's hand. So anybody can create a fake news, fake information. Nowadays you must have heard about the chat gpt. So it has become very easier for now easier to create fake information. Anyone can just give a prompt to chat gpt, and with mentioning the actual topic, and then chat gpt will give actual proper message or something like that. ChatGPT will come up with that particular message, and anybody can use that message to harm the netizens and spread the misinformation and fake news, as so on and so forth. So that is why the advent of the internet has made it possible to create, distribute, and consume content that has little or no editorial standards. That is called basically the fake news. As I mentioned, the fake news refers to the false and misleading information that appears as real news, however it is not real. So this is called fake news, or the misinformation. So now misinformation has basically three if we classify the misinformation, it has basically three type of kind of thing we which we come across on the day-to-day basis. So what are that? Those MDM, that means misinformation, disinformation, and the malinformation. So what are the basic differences between misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation? So misinformation basically refers to a false or inaccurate information that is spread. However, there is no intention of spreading this information. For an example, I have received one information, whatever, like. Yesterday something happened in Rachi, and I have received in the morning, but without verifying or cross verifying the information, I am just forwarding the same information to my colleagues, to my friend, without proper verification. So at my end this should be treated as misinformation, because there is at my end there is no intention of spreading a misinformation. So that is called misinformation. However, what is disinformation? Disinformation is falsely, basically is also false information, but it is deliberately spread with the intent to deceive or manipulate the people. So if I have a bad intention in my mind, and I do have malicious intention basically to spare, and I what I as a cyber criminal criminal, or the scammers, what I will do, I can create a fake information at my own, and I will disseminate the information throughout the social media. So this will be considered as the disinformation. However, if there is no malicious intention behind the spreading of the information, unknowingly I am sharing the same information without having proper cross verification method applied, so that will be called as misinformation. And if there is a deliberation or the intent is engaged behind the dissemination, that will be considered as the disinformation. And now what is malinformation? So So malinformation basically refers to the information that is shared with the intent to harm or deceive people. Here is also there is an intention basically to harm or deceive. However, this may include personal or private information that is shared without taking the consent of the particular victim. So, such as revenge porn, leakage document, confidential emails, confidential documents like Aadhaar card, phone number, PAN card, passport details. So, for an example, um, I have a friend. I have a friend. He is my close friend, and he totally relies on me. That is why he has shared some of his like confidential document, like anything, like any other card, any identity proof details with me. But I have a malicious intention. I am a so-called friend of him. However, I have a malicious intention, and I may leak that information on social media on the dark web. This will be called as the malinformation without taking proper consent from that particular person. I am making that confidential information online. So this will be treated as the malinformation. So these are some of the basic differences between misinformation, disinformation, and the malinformation. Yeah. So now, so now let's talk about the impact. What impact if a particular misinformation or disinformation, this kind of fake news gets spread on social media platform, and quickly it gets the attention of the netizens. So what may will happen basically? So, while all the three types of information can have negative consequences, disinformation and malinformation are particularly concerning because they involve deliberate attempts to deceive or harm others. Because, as I mentioned, misinformation doesn't have any intention behind the actual work or actual dissemination. However, malinformation and the disinformation both have a malicious deliberation or the malicious intent behind the dissemination. So this may basically create, these are the actually concerning thing which may create um, negative impact on social media, negative impact on the netizens. So what this impact may, so these are some of the like propaganda, misinformation, and fake news have the potential to polarize public opinion. Then this may adversely affect the market value and reputation of products or an particular organization. So if I spread basically misinformation against any renowned personality or a particular product or a particular organization, so this may get viral, and this will actually may create an impact on that particular organization or the particular product, whatever. Like victim may victim may be anything. Victim may be a person, victim may be a product, victim may be an organization. So the third point may cause a adverse health issues. So this may also create some health issues as well due to misinformation and fake news. May also promote communal or regional disharmony and fan extremism and hate speech. So if I create nowadays, after the chat gpt had come, so basically it has become very easier for anyone to create the voice clone, anyone to create any misinformation, or anyone to create any voice script, whatever cyber criminals want to do now, it is possible through the AI. So I can create basically anyone's fake voice speech, and basically I can promote against a particular regional culture, for so on and so forth, to create communal disharmony in that particular location. This may also happen. So always, that is why always it is required to always check the authenticity or the legitimacy of the particular information whatever we are receiving day to day, on daily basis. Also, young people use social media the most, and nowadays we have seen the social media platforms are being used by most of the young children, so on and so forth, and are likely to get affected, basically, and brainwashed or brainstormed by any such information which is getting spread on social media. So they may fall into the trap, fall into the trap created by cyber criminals. So it has become very easier if you just create fake information and misinformation and disseminate over social media. So these are some of the on daily basis you might have come across that you have got a lottery, like a dear customer, your SBI credit card reward points worth INR 900 9,870 expired by tomorrow. Kindly redeem your points in cash by clicking here. So basically what happens, this kind of malicious URL with malicious intention basically gets disseminated, circulated by the cyber criminals. So in the back end, basically there is a malicious URL or malicious link attached, basically. And if a particular user accidentally clicks on this kind of link, the system may get victimized, because there is a malicious script running behind this script, running behind this URL or the link. So anything can happen. Basically, there is a malicious script running behind. Also, some malicious attachment may get downloaded on the particular device, and all the system data may get compromised through this kind of links. So the cyber criminals basically create fake information in the name of some certain government entity or the renowned entity. For an example, this time the SBI, Tata Motors, then income tax department, also the with the name of the government, COVID relief fund we have seen during the COVID time. So this kind of misinformation we receive on daily basis through social media, like SMS, phone SMS, WhatsApp message, or any other social media platform. So we always should verify the source of the information from where we are receiving the message, and then only we should act on the particular message. And we should not click on this particular link. As of now, you can see, if it would have been hosted, or the advertised by the SBI, State Bank of India, or the Income Tax of India, it would have been hosted on official website of the particular entity. However, you can see, if you closely look at the URL, there is nowhere where is mentioned about the particular entity's URL. For an example, if I take State Bank of India, the State Bank of India has its online net banking hosted on the domain onlinesbi.sbi. However, you can see, closely look at the URL, the URL is different. Similarly, for the income tax of the Department of India, the the URL is hosted on a particular IP address, not on a domain name. So this is how you can actually recognize whether the URL is fake or not. So always remember, do not click on such basically malicious URL. Otherwise, your system, or not only your system, all your, because nowadays we use API transaction, API apps are there on our installed on our phone. The all the systems and the applications may get victimized.
Mr. Sikdar, can we ask you a question? Can you please
Yeah,
go back to the last slide?
this one.
Exactly. Yes, 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 sir. Now, we generally know that when it is HTTPS, it's supposed to be safe. It is supposed to be safe. That's
Yeah,
how we make the first distinction.
yeah.
HTTP, we should not click. HTTPS, okay. Supposedly, it's a good one, and you can try. But tell me one thing,
Uh-huh.
even if it is HTTPS, then also we can be swindled or something can happen.
Yeah, so the earlier this used to be the scenario where basically there is HTTPS. It should be considered as the legitimate one. However, nowadays it has also become easier for a cyber criminal to purchase a HTTPS certificate very easily, and like it doesn't cost you basically. So earlier cyber criminal actually used to create this kind of fake information, and they did not never booked a SSL certificate. HTTPS means the SSL certificate.
Correct,
So,
correct.
and so nowadays it has become very cheaper, and even the at zero cost as well. So I can bring you the SSL certificate without paying a single penny. So that is why it has also become easier for the cyber criminals as well to purchase a HTTPS SSL certificate and put it on his or her domain name. So that is
Cannot
why.
can it be tracked? Because HTTPS usually can be tracked.
Yes, so basically, so say tracking mechanism is a different thing basically. So
So
we do have, yeah. So we do have so for that we need to have open source intelligence team. So we also bust this all these links are actually busted. So not I'm just showing you I'm just taking a screenshot from the WhatsApp and all. So all these links are basically busted, and we. Whenever we receive such kind of information, there is a dedicated fact checking team, as I mentioned, having proper open source intelligence technique, equipped with the ocean techniques and ocean tools. Basically we deep dive into the link and try to find out who is behind this link basically. So there are certain aspects, not only analyzing the this SSL certificate. There are a number of aspects which we actually look for this kind of information, and try to find out who is behind this kind of scams. So that is also doable. I'm not denying. So that is also doable. Then the
So,
analysis.
do you no? Just one thing. Do you have any set of points which can be provided to us, which we can use while clicking on any site, even though it is having HTTPS?
Yeah. So for an example, one to two I can share basically. So first of all, look at the URL. Look at the URL, and basically, as I mentioned, whenever you receive such URL in the name of certain different entities, look at the URL. So for this
SBI.
case.
Say, for example, your SBI one, the first one.
Yes. Yes. So for example, for the SBI one, the link is jccyhc.bar, which is quite unusual. If even though we would have received this message from SBI, so the SBI would have disseminated this message through their domain name, like online sbi.sbi or sbi.com, so on and so forth, which basically belong, the domain name actually belongs to that particular entity.
Exactly.
However,
That means you are telling after HTTPS colon two front slashes,
yeah,
then the next name should have been SBI.
SBI, yes, should have been the
This is what
online
you are telling.
SBI. Yes, online SBI.SBI. If you just go to Google, just let me just do it for you. If you just go to Google and search over there online SBI, so the first link that Google will come up with, that is the online SBI.SBI. So that
Hmm.
is the legitimate website. If you closely look at the URL, so that is the exact URL of the State Bank of India, online sbi.sbi. So this, if we would have been received this message from this online sbi.sbi. However, in this case, we have received this message from some third party domain name, which is
Hmm.
quite unusual. So that this is one key point through which you can identify whether this campaign is false or the real.
So
Similarly,
I have one quick value addition for Google search that we did. We have to be very careful for clicking the first link and check whether it is a
yes,
promoted or a sponsored
yes,
link. So
absolutely,
usually,
absolutely.
sometimes hackers are, malicious actors are so clever that they will sponsor some of the domain names at the top of the search results. So we have to be very
Yes, Chandra,
careful.
you are very right, Chandra. So
Yes, yes,
that's why
absolutely.
we want something foolproof. For example, the last one, the government, you see, it is funds for COVID-19.com. So it should have been www.gov.in, something like that. The
Yes,
last one, for
absolutely,
example.
absolutely. Any kind of government entity, any kind of government subsidy related things comes or hosted on a particular domain name which has basically gov.in or nick.in. This kind of domain basically government uses.
Hmm.
So, but however, this website is hosted on a .com domain, .com TLD server. This is called the TLD server. They are using .com domain name. That way, and we always, whenever we come across such links with some such messages, we stop there and think about this campaign, whether we are truly receiving this campaign from government or not. So this is why the cybersecurity awareness is very much essential to identify the real one or the fake one. Right.
Now, I will give you an example, Mr. Sigdar.
Yeah.
Uh, I have an HDFC account, okay,
Right.
and I get regular messages. For example, I have a message: enjoy exclusive premium upgrade at no cost to preferred
Right.
banking program. Upgrade now, and the site is given at hdfcbk.io. For example, I usually never click, even if it is coming from the bank, because I never click on the messages anywhere.
Right.
But what do you say about this thing, sir? Is it from HDFC Bank? It is
Sometimes
starting
what
with
happens,
it is starting with hdfcbk.io.
bk.io.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes it happens HDFC or the legitimate banking sector also sends you an link with a link basically which is URL shorted. So
Hmm.
basically, so this kind of thing, for this kind of scenario, you always use the and proper anti-malware solution on your device. It should have installed on your device. So whenever, if you, even if you click on this kind of malicious link, you don't know, accidentally if you click on such and certain links, the malicious anti-malware solution will recognize whether this URL is safe or not. So I will suggest I can share some anti-malware solution which you can use. Avast is there, the free one is there, but I will recommend to everyone, you can use Malwarebytes anti-malware solution. I repeat, Malwarebytes anti-malware solution, which is available on the Play Store. You always should download and install any kind of malicious Android application from the Play Store only. So see, it costs around annually you have to pay, but whenever you start using this anti-malware solution, you just sit back, relax. Whenever you receive such malicious URL, so even if accidentally you click on such certain malicious link, so on behalf of you, anti-malware solution will be able to block that particular malicious URL and protect your device from getting victimized. So
So
this is
I
one
will
kind
pitch
of.
in again. Yes, I will pitch in again. It's a really interesting topic, but we are on the clock, and I would request
Yes, yes, yes.
to get
Okay,
as many
okay,
concept as
Chandra, I will. Okay,
yes.
Chandra, I will not stop you anymore.
No,
Do.
no, no, definitely not, sir. You're more than welcome to always share your expertise, sir. Definitely, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so the for this kind of session, I believe, sir, you want, so you can just reach out to our secretariat team as usual. So we can conduct basically the cyber awareness session for like 2 to 3 hours session. So we also have a project. Basically, you can just register yourself. There is a dedicated 10-hour sessions. So we are hosting currently, basically, so you can just register yourself on cyberpeace.global website and be a volunteer over there and undergo a particular 10 hours master trainer sessions where you will be taught basically how you can be secure in this kind of situation. So I believe this kind of 1 hour session, it would be too short to explain all these things. So because misinformation is a huge topic, phishing detection, malicious identification, that also is a huge topic. So everything can't be covered up within a one hour session. So you can just go to our official website, that is cyberpeace.global. So you can just register yourself, and one dedicated link will be you will receive a dedicated link to the particular portal. There is a dedicated there are dedicated videos for this, so you can undergo these videos and you will be taught how you can identify, and also you will be given with the participation certificate as well.
Okay, thank you. Please carry on.
Yeah. So again, these are some of the snapshots of the malicious URL which we received from the in the name of Flipkart, in the name of Tata Motors, in the name of Amazon Big Billions Day. Yeah, if closely look at all the URLs, no URL is associated with the particular entity, like whether it is Flipkart, whether it is Amazon, so on and so forth. All these URLs are fake, created by cyber criminals, and we deep dive into this URLs, and we found some of the malicious infrastructures are being used in the backend. So this also we found and made a public release advisory and available on our website as well. So this campaign also we busted under the banner of the fact checking and fact checking of misinformation project. So basically we received one URL in the name of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana loan, and that the URL also was being circulated on the social media, where they were collecting some of the personally identifiable information from the users, like PAN card, Aadhaar card, voter card, passport, so on and so forth. We busted this scam, and we actually published one advisory, prepared the report, and basically sent that to the legitimate entity. Minister of Home Affairs we sent, PMO we sent. Then they got the person arrested who was actually behind this scam. So similar, like we received the SBI phishing links, the Income Tax Department, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, in the name of this kind of entities, we received and debunked this kind of misinformation. Recently, we, in the name of Israel and Palestine conflict, we busted a misinformation. A video was basically circulating online, where being depicted that yeah, Israel, the Palestinian children gathered together to drink water, and the Israeli military basically thrown through a an explosion basically on the childrens. So however, upon analyzing the footage and fact checking says that it is basically the video basically belongs to this incident actually took place in Sudan, and it was not in Gaza. That was, and anyhow it was not linked with the Israel and Palestine conflict. So now, as of now, till the time we were talking about the misinformation and fake news. However, the addition of AI, the artificial intelligence and synthetic media, it has basically the addition of this the synthetic media and artificial intelligence, this kind of possibility of spreading the misinformation has basically increased by using the synthetic media and the AI technology basically. So now the problem of MDM, that means the misinformation, disinformation and malinformation, has been aggravated by the addition of AI to the mix, artificial intelligence. Using AI and ML, fake content creators can create, manipulate, and modify with data with malicious intent. So, as I mentioned, it has become very easier to create anyone's voice clone, to create any video script, to create any audio script, and put it on a particular person's mouth. So this has become very easier nowadays, and AI technology is widely used nowadays to create this kind of misinformation and fake information. So now one topic is there that is called the deepfake. So what is deepfake? Deepfake technology uses AI, basically the artificial intelligence and the deep learning algorithms, to create highly realistic fake videos or audio recordings that portray individuals doing or saying things that they never did. So last year there was a video in the name of Ratan Tata. So actually he went for a conference in US, and somebody took this video from the social media and created a fake video script. The particular cyber criminals created the voice clone of Ratan Tata, and they merged that audio, the fakely created audio with the particular the video file. They merged both the video and audio and created a fake video for the netizens, and where actually Ratan Tata was like saying, donate some like money into Tata's project, so on and so forth. So like this kind of misinformation was being circulated on the cyberspace, so in the name of Ratan Tata. So not only in the name of Ratan Tata, we recently have seen the most of the renowned actress and actresses, so the deepfake video like Rashmika Mandana, Katrina Kaif, so on and so forth. So the term deepfake basically is self explanatory. So how does it happen? Basically, it combines the deep learning technology, the technology it uses, that is called deep learning technology, and the fake. Basically, combined by combining both the words, the deepfake words actually came up. This algorithms analyzes the existing media to generate deceptive content that closely mimics authenticity. Basically, to create the deepfake, you have to have basically some data set and the algorithm. Based on the data set, AI will be trained, and AI will be basically then, after training the data model, AI will be able to create certain defect by based on the some existing data or existing media. Why media could be anything? Media could be image file, media could be video file, media could be anything. So not only deepfake technology has the negative part, it has, every technology has its positive parts as well. So by using deepfake technology, nowadays we have seen some of the advertisement creators are doing a good job. For an example, an advertisement company basically wants to like shoot a video with Shah Rukh Khan. However, Shah Rukh Khan is not able to provide time to shoot the advertisement video. So that particular company may take the consent from Shah Rukh Khan to create his deepfake video, which can be used for their advertisement campaign. However, however, for the positive, in the positive aspect, there is a term that is called they are taking the consent from Shah Rukh Khan. So if consent is given to the organize or the advertisement organization by Shah Rukh Khan, yes, they can create his deepfake video, and they should also get it vetted by Shah Rukh Khan before making it online. So that should be considered as the positive side of deepfake. So however, technology has two sides, positive sides and the negative sides. Cyber criminals are using the negative parts to create to create or share the misinformation with the malicious intention. We already have talked about deepfake. These are convincingly for basically phony visuals, sounds, and movies that imitate actual statements and events. So these are some of the snapshots which we actually came across in the recent past, in the name of Vladimir Putin, in the name of Priyanka Chopra, in the name of Alia Bhatt, Katrina Kaif, Rashmika Mandana, so on and so forth. So this was one of the case basically that we came across in recent past, where basically an AI generated deepfake video featuring actress Rashmika Mandana gained widespread attention, was crafted by merging her facial features onto the body of a British Indian model and influencer Zara Patel. So on Zara Patel's face, the Rashmika Mandana's face was basically put, and both the body and the face was morphed, and the video was made online to defame this Rashmika Mandana. Again, I talked about this case one only. So deepfake video of Ratan Tata. Again, this was also another one case where basically it was pretended that the president of US, um, the Joe Biden, was having a high voltage military meetings with their military the personnels wearing the US military uniform. So that this image file also was created by AI technology. That was also an deepfake AI generated content. So now, if we come across such misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, whether with a particular malicious link, whether an image file, whether an video, so on and so forth. So how should we react on that particular case? So first of all, whenever we come across such information on any social media platform, we should stop there, think about the cases, whether it's a legitimate or a fake one. So then we need to authenticate whether there is a whether this information is true or not, and then report. If it is found that this is information which is getting spread on social media, we should always report to the particular support team. And as well as there is a dedicated cybercrime.gov.in portal being run by Minister of Home Affairs. You can report the case to particular Home Affairs Ministry. They will then investigate the case, and they will act on this basically. So now debunking. How basically what would be the process of debunking? So whenever you come across such information, there must be one caption or having a in a particular context. Okay. So now if you come across such case, always you should give a Google search with a particular keywords taking out from that particular caption, to check whether there is a legitimate authentic source, whether there is a authentic source available on the internet or not, like any renowned media, any renowned international media or national media. So that you can at least have an understanding whether this information which you have received, that is true or false. Second one is the reverse image search. What is reverse image search? Reverse image search means this is a technique where basically through this technique you can actually identify when an image file was firstly uploaded on the internet or was made available on the internet firstly. For an example, I have create 2 years back I captured an image file, and I actually uploaded that image file with a context and a particular caption, and I uploaded 2 years back. Now, cyber criminals may basically what usually they do, they actually download that particular image file on their system and re-upload that image file with a different context and different caption, with a different context and a different caption. So to create and disseminate the misinformation and the fake information. So even if they are creating the fake information by creating fake caption or context, the image file remains the same. So now to identify whether the image file was clicked recently or that this image file is being used repeatedly to spread the misinformation, to identify the actual source or actual time when that particular image file was made available on the internet for the very first time, that was 2 years back, there is a process that is called Google image reverse image search. You can just go to Google. You can just go to Google, and there is an option called images. So again, we are running out of time, so I'm not going to demonstrate these things with you, but you can just try at your own. So you can just, any image file you need to just drag and drop on this portal, and Google basically uses artificial intelligence techniques to analyze the particular image file and analyze the each and every pixels that are basically in the image file. So Google will tell you when that particular image file was uploaded on the internet for the very first time, and you will then you will get to know, yes, that this image file has not been captured recently, in very recent time, that was actually made available on the internet uh, 2 years back. So this is how you can actually check the authenticity of a particular image file by using the reverse image search. So now coming down to next, that is keyframe analysis, that is used for the video. So we talked about the caption, we talked about the image file. Now if we talk about the video, like we may come across a video with a caption like there is a riot happening in Manipur, so on and so forth. So whatever could whatever it could be basically. So to identify the authenticity of the video, you need to just break down that video into certain key frames or key image files basically. That is called keyframe analysis. So basically you need to break down that particular entire video into certain keyframes, and then you perform the reverse image search based on the particular image files. So if you break down a particular video into keyframes, that basically gives you certain image files. Basically the video will give you certain image files, and based on that particular each and every image files, you can perform the reverse image search that I talked about just recently, and you can perform the recent reverse image search to find out the exact source of the video. As we talked about the exact source of the image file. Now we are talking about the exact source of the video file. Now if now the coming down to next, that is the detection of AI generated content and the deepfake. So now detection of AI generated. Now anyone can create, giving a particular prompt to ChatGPT or similar kind of generative AI tool. So anyone can create basically the any image file, any voice file, any video file, anything. Nowadays it has become very easier for anyone to create anyone's defect, anyone's image file, whether it's an explicit content or not, so on and so forth. So anyone can create any file and disseminate that particular information against a particular victim. So now to identify this kind of information, whether this information is AI generated or the real one or not, you can just closely look at this detecting defects points. So manual inspection is very much required before using. Show you one tool through which you can identify whether an image file is generated by AI or not. So that is the more tool centric like a mechanism. However, you should always know the manual mechanism as well. So manual inspection is very much required, where zooming in the into the photo and zooming out into the photo will very much be essential to identify a defect or not. Forensic analysis is also essential. If you just take that photo to forensic expert will tell you whether this image has been generated by AI or not. Always closely look at the lip sync of the particular video, whether the audio and the video, or video part and the audio part, both are basically syncing. So if it doesn't sync, that means there must be some manipulation. So always look for any lip sync discrimination is there or not. So always check lip sync. Eye blinking analysis, whether the eyes are properly blinking in the video or not of a particular person. So whether it is happening organically or not, the eye blinking mechanism. So always check for this kind of points. Then audio analysis, reverse image search, as I talked about, frame analysis, as we talked about for the video, consistency checks, and the watermarking. So what happens usually, cyber criminals now basically uses the cyber criminals actually use the fake not fake, the AI generated tool to create the image file or video file. However, they use actually the free tier version, or whenever you use free version of a particular tool, they actually put a watermarking to like for their advertisement purpose. So if there is a watermarking in a video or in an image file, you should always consider that image file or video as deepfake or the AI generated one. So these are some of the things which you can follow whenever you are doing the manual inspection. However, there is one tool which I would like to show you, that is called hive moderation. If you just go to Google and search over there, hive moderation AI content detection, hive moderation AI content detection. So the link that Google will come up with, that is the hivemoderation.com/AI content detection. If you just click on this link, if you just click on this lid, a little bit scroll down, so there is a particular section where you can actually upload any image file, video file. It supports most of the extensions like jpg, png, you can see webpp, mp4, webm, so on and so forth. So if you come across such image file or video file, you can just upload your image file on this website, and this tool basically will analyze the image file and tell you whether this image file is the fake or not. So for an example, I'm taking this information. So this image file actually was made available on the internet, and it was created by the AI technology, where it was being pretended that this fully loaded truck with gold coins and the fake currencies, basically this truck was carrying this gold and fake currencies, and Jharkhand police basically chased this truck and took this truck into their custody. So actually, however, this image file was actually generated by the AI algorithm. So if you just go to that particular tool, that is hivemoderation.com, so you just need to click on the upload, or you can just drag and drop that particular image file. I'll select the same image file, as you can see, and click open. So it takes some time to analyze the entire image file. Now you can see the input is likely to contain AI generated or deepfake content with the accuracy rate of 99.9%. 99.9%. This tool has told you that this image file was generated by AI only. Let's take another example. So I'm just creating the this tool. Through this tool, anyone can create a particular AI generated DP, or basically the thumbnail. Every time you refresh this website, this tool basically creates AI generated face, basically. So in open eyes, it is very difficult to identify whether this image file is AI generated or a human one only. So now to identify this kind of image file, see, so no one would be able to identify in open eyes that it's an AI generated image file. So now how much AI has advanced nowadays. So you need to, I have already downloaded one image file by using this tool, this one. So you can just upload this image file on this website. And also you should rely on a particular tool. So always keep handy some other tools as well. There are other tools as well, that is this one, the siteengine.com. This tool also has a good AI detection uh, tool. Basically you can use this. I tried with that image file which I talked about. So it is also saying that this image file is generated through AI with the accuracy rate of 99%. So for this case as well, we uploaded this image file created by this person doesn't exist.com website, and I uploaded this image file on this portal. Now it is saying that this input is likely to contain AI generated or deepfake content with the accuracy rate of 99.9%. So this is how you can actually upload or verify the authenticity of a particular image file or the video file. I'm not going to demonstrate the video as of now, but the video, for the video it acts like the same only. So whenever you will come across a video file, just upload that video file on this particular portal, and this tool will tell you whether there is a AI manipulation or not. So one of our cyberpeace center of excellence also has built basically one defect detection platform, that is trusttrace.net.in. This cyberpeace center of excellence is located in Mumbai. So their dedicated team has created basically one solution which actually can tell you whether an image file is basically AI generated or not. This is an indigenous solution which we are coming up with. Recently, the student team has also won the Delhi Police Cyber Challenge Hackathon conducted by Delhi Police. So you can try with this URL as well to identify whether that the image file or any video file is generated through AI or not. Also, uh, whenever you come across such link and it is found there is a clear evidence that there is a clear manipulation with AI and deepfake technology, you can just stop there and report that particular case to the cybercrime helpline portal, or dial 1930, or lodge a complaint at your local police station cybercrime cell. Also you can just report that to the cybercrime gov.in portal, which is being run by Ministry of Home Affairs. Also there is a dedicated cyberpeace helpline team, basically sitting at secretariat office. So you can also reach out to us as well, helpline, by writing an email to helpline@cyberpeace.net. Also we do have WhatsApp. We are on WhatsApp as well. The helpline team is also on WhatsApp. You can just send us a hi. That and the number is 957 5 times 066, and always cyberpeace secretariat number, that is also visible on the display. So you can just reach out to us through email or WhatsApp or phone telephonic conversation. There is a dedicated team who can actually assist you in case you are a cybercrime victim. So I believe that is for today. That was a quite short session for today. So in case you want to have more demo hands-on experience, so there is a dedicated session with us which we can conduct, that will like 2 to 3 hours session, where we'll talk about the theoretical aspect as well as the practical aspect, where we will create how cyber criminals actually leverage such certain technology to create misinformation, create AI generated content, create any explicit kind of content. Cyber criminals may create and disseminate that, I mean, information on social media to basically defame anybody, any boy, any girls, whatever, so on and so forth. Then we can jump into the practical demonstration. So in within 1 hour it is very difficult to demonstrate the entire thing, the practical as well as the theoretical aspect. So I believe that is for today from my side. If you do have any queries and questions, you can just ask me. I'd be happy to answer to all of these queries. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, yes, you are right. 1 hour is indeed very less time to cover such an interesting topic. But nonetheless, I and along with entire participants can promise you that it has been a wonderful, wonderful session. Such a beautifully placed contents, and the way you have walked us through the entire, from basics to use cases to tools to examples. It has been really remarkable. Cyber criminals are now becoming really smart, and they are way ahead in terms of knowing these technologies. And instead of using it for good purposes, they are putting it at the for the personal gains as well. And most of the corporate individuals, senior people, they are now becoming victims of these kind of misinformations, or I would say now disinformations, now that I have an understanding about what is mis and dis and what is malinformations. So I'm really, really grateful for such a beautiful session. Let me open this house beyond, because I'm already past 10 minutes from our scheduled close time, but still I'll offer my audience, if you have any comments or any queries that you want to quickly pose, because in the next few minutes we will be closing the session. So the house is open, the audience, the participants can unmute and share your points.
Yes, Chandra, we should be waiting for phase two of this session.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, we will be bringing you, because we have brought cyber hygiene, and then cyber security, and then this is another one in that series. Definitely, sir. Point noted. We'll try to bring in a more detailed session,
Because
sir.
it is very important for us to know how we detect a phishing mail. That is very important because we get so many number of phishing mails through emails. I mean through sale.in. That is very important to know.
Right. Definitely, definitely, sir. We'll
Yeah,
work
for
on
that.
that. Yes.
Yeah, for that you can just reach out to us, Chandraji. So there is a dedicated team, dedicated session expert is there basically, who actually can walk you through the certain points which you can actually follow to identify any phishing emails, phishing malicious content. So if I also get time, so I can also be there and share my insights as well,
Sure. We will
because
schedule a
that
session.
that would take at least one and two of 2 hours of sessions to cover the entire thing. Yeah,
So we will plan that for our IT people, sir. Definitely, we'll have some technical session for that. Yes.
yeah,
Chandra,
definitely.
this is Mojumdar from Durgapur.
Sir, please, please, sir.
Actually, I'm at the very say I'm not at the very basic level. I'm below that. Suppose when we visit a website with HTTPS address, okay. Then before that there is one lock sort of thing. If we click that, then it used to give a site information. And if the site information says the website is okay and safe to use, so should we consider that website as safe because it is having HTTPS, or the thing which Mr. Sikdar was telling that nee, you have to check all that after the address, then only you can be assured that it is safe. So if
Sir.
we click the clock and if it says that it is safe, will it be safe anymore?
Yes, let me quickly, add a point to that. So we had a discussion about that. So when you have a HTTP site or HTTPS site, it only, ensures if it is, secured site, the communication between the person who is browsing the site and the server is secure. So your data cannot be, breached in between the communications. But what happens on the site actually, or on the server side, that cannot be assured. If it is a fake SBI site, or if it's a fake HDFC site, even they can create a HTTPS site. So it will give you that log sign is saying that the communication between the person who is browsing the site and the server is secure. Only that much of authenticity is there. So that can be your first point of detection. So 90% of the scammer or the phishing sites will get in that net. The 10% would be the advanced kind of that will require you some more verifications. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Parasar.
Yes, absolutely. So SSL certificate means basically no one can intercept the information that is being passed through between you and the server. So if there is a person, the third party person who can actually intercept that particular information, they will see some encrypted information that is not in plain text. So that SSL certificate means only that the no one can intercept in between the traffic. However, if the server itself is culprit, then one what we can do basically.
Right.
So that's
Right.
why that's why it is very much essential to identify the server, they identify the website owner.
Right.
Yes.
Sir, I hope we were able to answer your query, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. It's okay. It's okay. Understood.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. Do we have any more questions from the audience? I'm sure because you are a little bit pressured since I have mentioned so many times about the time. But do post your queries in the groups that we have created, the WhatsApp group. Keep it vibrant. We'll try to address those queries. The idea is to know about these technology and stay ahead of instead these technology getting better out of us. We should be at the riding these technology. So on that note, let me invite Sri Sanjay Dhar sir, who is Chief General Manager with charge of Executive Director HR L&D, who has been really passionate about the reverse mentoring in our organizations and has been a backbone of this entire knowledge bite session. To kindly say a few words and the road ahead, sir. Sanjay sir, please.
Thank you, Chandra. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay, fine. Because कभी कभी वो माइक उल्टी हो जाती है तो प्रॉब्लम होता है. So at the outset, I'd first like to thank our faculty for such a wonderful session. Not only because he told us the fundamentals of what deepfake is, but also told us how to detect it. I think that is an interesting exercise for all of us. We'll start trying out how to really detect deepfake content because we keep getting a lot of it, especially in our WhatsApp forwards. And Mostly we ignore it, but sometimes it can have serious consequences because we take it seriously. So thank you very much, and I'd like to thank all the participants. This is a very hectic week. I mean, I'm on tenterhooks because we have ABP starting practically for us tomorrow itself. Day after tomorrow onwards, we start the annual business perspective. So a lot of people are busy with that. Despite that, people have come and spent time and taken interest. So I'd like to thank all of you. And as I said, our idea is to build a culture. Our idea is to build a process by which we are regularly updating ourselves and refreshing ourselves. And we are providing this interaction as a means of triggering more interactions. The idea is कि the mentees get an idea, but then catch hold of your mentor and ask him कि मुझे और समझाओ यार, जरा कुछ और डेप्थ में बताओ क्या है इसमें. So that will give you some more fun and meaning in the reverse mentoring process, and they will also get a good topic to discuss with you. So kindly carry forward this process because we are going in for a major intervention in terms of digital transformation, and we all need to be very savvy. So it's high time we start doing a lot of things. Start with the fun elements, but ultimately it will get down to brass tacks. And that time we need to be ready. So wish you all the best, and Chandra, great job done. I think we'll continue with this process again.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Mr. Parasar Sikdar, from entire Steel Authority of India Limited family side for your kind gesture in taking this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Parasar.
Thank you, entire
Thank you, sir,
participants, your
for
mentors and
having me here.
mentees. See you again on the next month, first Saturday. And let me check a calendar. It is going to be on again, I think, 5th of April. So see you again, and do post your suggestions, topics that you want to, hear in the next Knowledge Bite session in the WhatsApp group. See you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.